Hey, Lexi, what's going on?
What's up?
Not much. Just trying to figure out what's going on and why.
So my whole issue is I after the bar incident, which yes, um not really sure why one of my people started shooting and I definitely had to talk with that person afterwards about that because I feel like once you kill somebody once that issue should be resolved just like how it was with Angel and me. Once we killed her once it was resolved. So I had to talk with that person, but at the same time, um I scheduled a sit down with Izzy or wanted to talk about things because it's really only one person in my gang and that's causing all this trouble right now. It's not everybody, so I'm not sure why some people are giving the rest of us cold shoulders, especially since when I asked to retire, I did not run into this base. And you can ask Doss himself. I stood right there and talked with him because I was like, I would never disrespect the base like that. So, yeah, I scheduled or wanted to schedule a sit down to talk with Izzy, Don, and Raul so we can make peace, and she declined.
Okay. Let me ask you an honest question. Who's this one individual causing all the issues? Is it Maddie? That's been causing issues, or is it somebody else?
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna let you know, like she is in here to troll. She's out to troll the base right now. I'm just letting you know. Like, and I get she's in my gang, but at the same time, like, she was there for me when I needed somebody, so I'm not gonna kick her out of my gang. But the cold shoulder for everybody else in my gang, like, I don't, that's just rude to me because I would never give any of y'all the cold shoulder except, like, yes, me and Angel have our issues, but I never once gave anybody in this room a cold shoulder towards it. And that's exactly what some of y'all are doing. Which I get you have to stick with your own, but if you knew these things that this girl has said about each and every one of y'all would feel different. And the fact that Raul keeps her around after learning all these things and hearing about things that he doesn't want to like admit to is insane to me because I know for a fact one of your ex-FGs told us that if he kept getting that name brought up, he would have automatically dismissed her.
Yeah, you're
Same
talking
goes
about
for other
you're talking about
servers.
you're talking about Commando, and you're talking about.
Yes. And other servers because I played military in another server and they did the same thing when someone started causing issues with everybody in the base because he didn't want drama either and they dismissed that person.
So yeah, I actually spoke with admin about this to see, and they keep the only thing they keep saying is they need body cam.
That's the thing. I sent in body cam on her multiple times and nothing happens. So I don't know if she's working with admin or what because I know a lot of people in this game in this server. Go ahead.
So did you send it to admin, or did you send it to Raul and Izzy and Don?
I know I sent one video to Raul about Angel, and I got nothing said back. No answer, no comment, no nothing. So, and I don't really want to send it to Izzy because I feel like what everything that Angel said in that body cam was kind of fucked up. And I'm not gonna send that to Izzy because that's I don't, it's just really disrespectful.
All right, would you send it to me?
Yeah, I can.
I don't know if we're friends on Discord. I can't remember. I know Cody is. So he has my
Yeah.
Discord for you. But yeah, send me that video. That way I can look at it too and just kind of go through because I mean it's just one of those things where I'll be honest. Like she's disrespected me. She's disrespected Ali. She's disrespected Raul. She's disrespected. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate it. I know she's disrespected Izzy. I know she's disrespected Don. You know, um, it's just I know she's disrespected Ruchi. I know she's disrespected a lot of people on base. And I know recently there was a soldier that we talked to about body cam. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got body cam." I'm like, "Great, send it in." And his exact words were, "I ain't a snitch." It's like, so how can you complain about her, but yet again not send anything in? So that's kind of where I'm at a loss of, you know, like Rucci said he had video of the incident between Ali and Angel, and then as soon as everything happened, he's like, "Oh, I deleted it." So it's like that doesn't help the situation of what happening, to get her, in trouble or any kind of anything whatsoever, to not have the actual evidence to turn in.
No, I get that, but also I feel like if so many people are saying the same thing, I feel like body cam should be irrelevant at the point, and that needs to be a sit down with Angel and Raul. And yes, I understand like Raul is FG, but I'm not gonna lie, he's just a little too soft for the FG spot. And you can take it that how it is, but I really
Yeah.
think he is. Like, I heard about you as FG, and I was like, damn, I would have loved to have been in the army when he was FG, because apparently it ran way smoother. In Commando, like, I would have loved it.
So you obviously weren't in the last debrief. I actually said in debrief that, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, going on between you guys and us. Um, and I even said, Adelais was there, Doss was there. I said straight out, I said, I'm going to be heavily involved in trying to get things back the way it used to be. So yes, I may not be FG, but I'm going to pretty much kind of put myself slightly in that position to help try to get things back on track on base.
No, I agree, and I think that
Because
really needs to happen.
I've been sitting back, watching things go on, watching things unfold, and of course, being an MG, I can only do so much. That's why I'm kind of stepping up a little more, saying this has got to be fixed, because I'm gonna be honest with everybody as well. Adelaide knows. I don't know if Doss knows, but this whole situation with Angel, and Ali's to the point of getting ready to retire in like 4 days if nothing happens.
And that's exactly
And
what I was
and
telling people.
and to be honest with you, if she retires, I may be contemplating retirement myself, because I don't want to be, someplace, and it's just how you roll when you're, in a relationship in the game. One leaves, the other one leaves. You don't keep one here and one there.
No, for sure, that's totally understandable. And like I said, hold on a second. Sorry, I was getting a call, but yeah, like that's totally understandable. And like, yes, she is very disrespectful, and I've heard a lot in the city of her talking smack about Allie, and I didn't appreciate it because I like Allie. She's cool.
Yep. And yeah, that's the thing is, if there's body cam and that kind of stuff too, that needs to be turned in, because yeah, she is a CG. She is the higher up.
Sorry.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
but yeah, I before the bar party or whatever, I even asked to sit down before everything went down, and nothing. She declined, and I messaged her a long message about it, and I'm willing to send you that as well.
Story go out.
Hold on a sec here. Okay, but yeah, as far as the sit downs like that, like I said, I'm not sure what her main reasons were, why she didn't want to sit down. I'm just thinking, she just feels disrespected, and just what's going on. And yes, like you said, it's unfortunate that one person is ruining, the experience for everybody, like in your gang versus us. And the downfall is, yes, the cold shoulder will be going rolling down the hill, which is just the unfortunate part. Because I like Rucci, I like Most Hated, I like you. I still respect Maddie. I still like Maddie. Just it's just unfortunate how things are folding out and playing out. And like I said, myself, like I told Cody, I am personally willing to meet with you. I'm still willing to meet with Maddie. I'm willing to meet with Most Hated. I'm willing to meet with Rucci, just to get this whole situation resolved. The only bad part is with the cold shoulder aspect, it doesn't help when, you know, um, Rucci and Maddie and, whoever it is just runs on base and starts shooting for no reason. Having, other gang members drive ambulances through base. There's no RP situation whatsoever. It's just basically, let's just go in and cause chaos and see how many people we can get in trouble. That's kind of what it seems like they're doing.
No, honestly, I watched the whole ambulance thing. We have no idea who that girl was. And I'm not sure how she got the tag either that one time, so I dropped it. I was like, "Dang, who is that girl?" And we watched it all. I was like, we had no clue who that girl was, or even the gang members. Apparently, they were trolling PD before, so they came to do it with the army, and we just were there during that time and just saw everything unfold. So
I mean, who is it? Your gang? You're the leader, or are you just a deputy?
me and Ruchi are the leaders. Like I'm the deputy, but he's the leader.
Who is
But
the other
I,
deputy?
we don't have one. It's just me.
Oh, well, say if it's only you and Richie that can give her a tag, right? I'm not sure how gangs work, or is it really anybody in the
A
gang? Yeah.
cutthroat. Yeah, you have a cutthroat, and they can give tags.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I've never experienced a gang life. I'm actually learning it, in RP in another server. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, but, your ops are a little crazy, but apparently we're all been working together very well for this whole situation, so
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, it's just one of those things where a lot of people are just getting frustrated because they're just on base doing watches, and all of a sudden, Maddie and Ruchi are just running and shooting. They're like, why? There's no RP whatsoever. They're like, apparently there's a comment made up at Southgate that they were like, oh, we're up here just partying. Well, they all know that you just can't party at Southgate. Even admin says that people just can't hang out at Southgate and have a party. Or as military, we RP it out. We throw up the restricted area, we throw up the warning 2, 3, and if nobody leaves at that point, it's military property. You can throw up your macros and start shooting.
so admin messaged us directly and told us that we're allowed to stand, I don't know, like, if you look at the outlaw map on your maps, he said that we were allowed to stand there and we can continue to do what we do.
So when you message admin, do they say that there's a time limit, or do they say it's unlimited time? Because that's the thing is, yeah, you can hang out for a few, but not for 10, 20, 30, 42 hours.
No, so if we're on that black line, or if you look at your alarm, you can see it on the mountain. There's like it's like a zone where it's not y'all's anymore. We're allowed to stand there for as much, like, as long as we want.
Yeah. If you're all, exactly. Yeah, if you're not on restricted base area, yes, that is true.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where we
I'm
stand.
just saying, like, actually at the Southgate Tower, you can't do that.
Oh yeah, no, I don't stand by the tower anymore well, I used to, because I used to come see y'all in the very beginning, but when everything started going down, I stayed outside out of respect for all y'all. Because like I said, I have no issue with any of y'all. Like, I respect all y'all. It's only that one person, and she got hers, and that was it. That was done for me. I had no issues with Army anymore.
Oh, okay. Now the only thing that we got to figure out is, I'll be like, I'll be honest, like, go back to Ruchi and Maddie. I just don't know why they're running on base just to shoot without RP situation whatsoever. I mean,
So
are they trying to get soldiers banned? Is that kind of their goal?
No, so okay, so Ruchi, me and him talked because we had a meeting or whatever, but we talked about it. He's not going to come in troll base anymore either. He got who he wanted. That was it. That was done for. Maddie, however, yeah, I don't really have much to say about that one.
Do you think you could talk to Maddie and see if Maddie would be willing to have a talk with me?
I can try. I can definitely try. Yeah, yeah. All I can say is I can try. She's a
It'd be
very
tough.
hard headed woman right there.
Oh yeah,
She was
and
she was
Go
up by
ahead.
the mountain.
Like, so I'm gonna go back to what you said about, like, Raul, like you guys are saying, is being soft. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you heard Cody. I don't know if you heard me tell Cody this. So, like, Angel and Maddie were saying that Raul was being too soft on people. That he's not giving reprimands. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. And then when that got back to Raul was like, "Oh, I gotta be tougher." And then when the stuff was turned in and Maddie got her reps, all of a sudden she's like, "Oh wait, I got reprimanded." It's almost like the pot call the kettle black. Of he's being too soft. Oh wait, I got reprimands. Now I'm the victim. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say?
No, it definitely does, and I definitely agreed with you when you told me that. I was like, Jeff is right, but I think the way Raul went about it was completely wrong. And IRL, if that happened, it would like it's way different. Like you have to actually sit down and talk about it. But the thing he did, he went through Discord, and when she got on to talk to him about it, like on the game, like talking, he hopped off the game. He logged off. And he wouldn't even send her a voice message, nothing. He just did it all through Discord. So I think that was pretty wrong on his part. She wouldn't have cared.
This is new. This is actually news to me, so I didn't know that part.
No, yeah, she said she would not have cared about the reps at all if he would have just pulled her into RT. She said I would have stuck it out and took my reps like a champ, but it's the fact that he could not talk to me at all. He could not pull her in here. He could not do a voice message through Discord. He just messaged her about it. And as soon as she hopped on to talk to him about it in person, he logged off right away.
Okay, that makes sense. There's a little more context behind what's going on.
Oh yeah, and I was there to witness him logging off like that. Like she was like, "Is Raul around?" I said, "Yeah, I just saw him over there by mid." And then as soon as Maddie said okay, he was gone. He just logged off. No, he didn't. Go look at the messages. She has all the messages. There was no voice notes at all.
No, I believe you. I mean, if I ask Maddie, she'll send them to me. I believe her.
Yeah. I actually have all the messages as well. So if she doesn't send them, I will.
Okay. I mean, if you want to send them, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing I can do against that. Because on Discord, you can't really use Discord against anybody in game.
Agreed.
Like, yeah, it's a messed up situation in a whole, and it's something that I want to try to figure out how to get a resolution to it. Now, another question is, are you guys, or is Maddie targeting Carlton?
I don't think she is anymore. I think Carlton's fine now. I think she got her little moment out with him. I can talk to her more about it and make sure. But I also told her that I don't want to see her shooting at him no more because of the whole bar thing. Because like I would have loved to have came and partied with y'all. So I don't want that to ruin everything, especially because like once Army, always Army.
Yeah, because he actually got so frustrated at the point last night, he actually deleted the game last night. And after a while, he actually got back in and took forever to try to sign back in because he forgot all of his passwords and logs. And he was eventually get back in. So it's one of those things where I try to tell people, people come on this game to escape IRL stuff. But when, people start... Oh my God. But when people actually, I guess in a way, bullying people, it's not fun.
No, I agree, and I definitely had to talk with her. I think Ruchi did as well, and we're just trying to get it through to her.